Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard dominant solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Tecsun PL-330, and I'll perform a daytime medium wave band scan. First we'll go over features, second we'll do a size comparison, third we'll start cruising the daytime band. So let's look at this little sweetheart of a radio, the Tecsun PL-330. It's an AM, FM, long wave, shortwave with single sideband receiver. It also lets you have AM sync. We'll get into the details. So tons of features we'll go over real quickly. Carry strap on the left hand side. We have an FM shortwave antenna jack that also will work with medium wave. There's a special setting on the radio. Here we have a headphone jack for FM stereo, a DC input, a micro USB to charge the BL5C rechargeable battery. On the front here we have our speaker. Sounds really good. It's definitely an upgrade over the 310ET and the PL-380. I really like the speaker sound of this. Just amazing. Got a lot of low end that's missing from those other radios. Up here we have buttons, time set, alarm set, display function. We have power sleep button. This little button here is your step button that controls from tuning from 10 kilohertz to 1 kilohertz on the medium wave band. It's kind of tedious to use. If you look, it's recessed. You can see my fingerprints on the lens here, the dial thing. I just think it's a bad position for it, but there it is. It's also a lock function. We have ETM, Easy Tuning Mode, and it's Easy Tuning Mode Plus. It has time slots now, and my review should go into a little bit of detail with that, so if I miss something, just watch the review video. I'll try to be very detailed there. One is a FM setting, so you got 4 bands there you can set. 2, you can turn long wave on and off. 3, you can turn 9K, 10K, and of course there's some hidden features, again, which I'll try to go over in the main video. Here we can turn the light on all the time, which will do that right now. I think it'll say on when I press and hold. Okay, the radio might have to be on to do that. Let's see, we have memory, and we have auto sort function there. We have enter, confirmation, and delete function. Here we have view frequency, view memory, AM bandwidth control. You press that button, then you have to use the volume knob to change the bandwidth control. Single sideband and AM sync, medium wave, long wave, FM stereo toggle, shortwave up and down, so you can change your different meter bands when you're on shortwave broadcast or single sideband. It knows the different bands, which is great. And of course, lower sideband, upper sideband when you're in a single sideband mode. Right hand side, we have the tuning wheel where you can set your hours, and of course, volume control where you can set the minutes, and of course, your AM bandwidth I mentioned. Top of the radio, we have the recessed antenna. On the back of the radio, if you notice, there is no kick-out stand, unfortunately. My radio was made in January 2021. There's the frequency coverage. As you can tell, it has full shortwave coverage, which is nice. And behind this door here is a BL5C battery. So let's do a little quick size comparison. What do I have handy? Let's go ahead and bring this up a little bit. And I think I have a really good comparison here. The CC Skywave SSB, yes. Since they're both single sideband radios, gives you an idea. The Skywave is smaller, but it's a little thicker of a radio. This runs on AA batteries. The speaker sound here, of course, is tinier with this tiny speaker. This is definitely great with headphones. More premium buttons on the Skywave SSB. Though the display I do like on the Tecsun better. Price difference, this can run about average of $70 on eBay. This one here, $170 plus taxes. Yeah, so if you can get free shipping, awesome. But yeah, definitely a premium item to have the C-Crane. And then, of course, we have CC Pocket in the house. Now, just keep in mind, this is my first time doing a daytime band scan with this radio, so it's going to be all new to me, too. And, of course, we have Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He can spin it like no one can. I got both deck of cards here. Give you an idea for size with a deck of cards. It's a fairly thin radio. I do like that, and it's very lightweight with that little battery. The battery doesn't last as long as AA's, but it's enough, and I'm pretty happy with it. All right, so let's go ahead and zoom it back down and start tuning the daytime band. As you can see, you can actually have seconds showing on the clock. I thought that was pretty nice. So we have that going. So it's 11:07 a.m. Central Standard Time near Chicago, Illinois. And it's a good time to get started because we're halfway through the day. We're just entering March here, so March 2021. I'll give you an idea, time of year, and let's get going. So here's the power button. Okay, you'll see right away, medium wave, our battery life. Signal noise ratio, you can change that with the display button. Go local time, alarm time, and back to the signal ratio. Here you can see our frequency we're on, and there's a little arrow above there. Right now I'm on the 1 kilohertz tuning mode, and you can change that with the step, which we're going to do. Just tap that with your fingernail. It's a tiny button. I wish they would improve this. Maybe move it down here would have been great. So now we'll tune in 10 kilohertz steps. I think we can turn a light on, so we're going to try that here. Press and hold. There we go. It says on. That's a nice feature. The light will always be on while we're tuning here. So here's 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. We're going to bring a loop in. Since I've never used a loop with this radio, let's bring this up. I've got a Turk Advantage handy. Let's bring it around here. Keep it off the table. We're going to put it perpendicular to the radio. We're going to see if we can improve that signal. There we go. Nice.
Well, where did they get cut? Because no one else seemed to use them. So was it in Atlanta? Was it not? Whatever the details are, the bottom line is once again it's the barber. Like now we know. Like that's in clue. The barber with the shears. And somehow he infects two players who now, or not infects them, but it was contact to these two players.
Makes a little bit of a difference here. Nice.
Out of playing in the game. Now,
Dr. Anthony Fauci and the ruling class's myriad other lockdown apologists who evince something closer to Neanderthal logic. For they are the ones who, a full year...
Here's 560 WIND, Chicago, Illinois.
...restrictions on our most rudimentary rights.
In the evening, sync works well. If I find a station where sync might help, I'll show you how that works. The sync is, on this radio, it's a hit or miss. Sometimes it works great. Sometimes it just falters. It unlocks and it doesn't stay locked on the station. So it's a hit or miss, but when it's working, it makes me smile. It's a good little feature, regardless, because again, it's a very inexpensive radio, and it does so much. It does it very well. So
I try to give it an important one every hour, let alone every day.
Published yet, so they can't tell me exactly what they found, but I did speak to a number of residents in town that said their water just smelled like sewage. There's something wrong with it.
That's not good. This is NPR station 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois. It's about 150 miles south.
And the water at their houses is okay to drink.
And as you noticed, I have to turn the radio to get the signal to come in. That's typical with medium wave. Again, new people might be watching this video. There's an internal antenna, and it's for medium wave reception. You don't use the whip on the side there, and it actually is directional. So it's usually horizontal. So you turn the edge of this radio towards the station you want to pick up. It's a nice thing. Also, this radio, like I said, you can, if you have an AM long wire or a passive loop directly attached. I actually put my twin coil from C-Crane, attached it right to that the jack there for the external antenna, and you can switch it to go from internal antenna to external antenna. Very cool. If you want to know more, just comment below and I'll answer your questions.
List of options.
Keep going.
And they were asking questions like, is the storage...
Oh, and bandwidth. Let's go over bandwidth.
Is it reliable? What is the quality?
So
You
here
know,
we
how
go.
much is it going
Hit
to
bandwidth.
cost? What level of control will we
9
have over
kilohertz.
it? And then, of course, can we have it
3.5,
up and running by 2030?
2.5.
And so they narrowed it down.
I'll be honest, this 9...
And I...
Whoops. Let's get back to the 580. That 9 kilohertz stepping is, it seems like maybe 5 or 6 on average radios. It doesn't seem that wide, so just so you know. It's my opinion.
Which I think was a consideration there. But the finalist ended up being Lake Michigan Water.
We'll lock that in. Okay, we're just picking up 590 WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Here's 600 WNT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. This is about 175 miles away. Okay, I'm trying to look at my cheat sheet. So if you want to go to the external antenna, you press 3 and hold it. And if it says this, CH5, that means it's using the external jack for medium wave. And if you noticed, we lost all reception. Press this again to go back to the internal. There we go. That means you're using the internal antenna. Very cool.
Term providers help thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is
620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
1750. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800.
Okay, music there, WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, 640. Nice.
Injuries we've suffered, and we come back with those guys and those players healthy.
Here's 670, The Score, WSCR, Chicago.
I don't think you're going to see any blockbuster superstar trades. We already had that with James Harden, but I do think...
My name is Paul, and when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, I considered all the treatment options presented to me.
720 WGN, Chicago.
I chose to get a second opinion, leading me to Northwestern Medicine's Proton Center.
Proton therapy is an advanced form of treatment delivering precise doses of radiation to a patient's
strongest medium wave station during the day.
Of reducing the risk of side effects and damage to surrounding.
Okay, 750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana.
Muy bien, son dos guardianes.
Jackson in 5 years, and they'll pop up on the ice in game action again. The Hawks at Dallas tomorrow.
780 WBBM, Chicago.
On the losing side of the NBA All-Star.
I do like these volume and tuning controls. They're very easy from tuning from the top side. That is a plus.
5.9 FM.
WBBM News Time 11:18. Traffic and weather together on the 8s. Sponsored by Grandview.
Comment. Powering lives.
Check up on health.
WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois, about 40 miles away.
Prevention estimates that 1 in 6 Americans are hit.
We got music on 860 WNOV. This is Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And this is about 250 watts to the north. So, yeah, 52 miles away, 250 watts. It's amazing. Okay, I just heard some voices. WKAR East Lansing, Michigan. We'll just take the loop in real quick. See if we can't pick this up because I am running out of time to get through the whole band. So I'll be speeding through. But let's see if we can't pick this up. There it is. So the 2.5 setting works really well on these distant stations. So yeah, that's 870 WKAR East Lansing, Michigan, about 200 miles.
Oh,
older, you should order the 3-week Quick Start 2. Discounted to only $19.95.
Okay, there's the 890 WLS Chicago, Illinois. When I'm on this frequency, it picks up harmonics from the camera.
500-8384, relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com.
But Kyler Murray, we don't even know his ceiling yet. Won twice as many games last year in a
920 WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
The best division in football. With some of the
referred to as the little way of spiritual childhood. It can seem so simple.
930 WBKM, Sandwich, Illinois, Relevant Radio, Catholic.
Especially not the notoriety of being a doctor of the church. And yet...
Got music on 940 WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin.
Deeper experience of the relationship with God.
WNTD, Chicago, 950. Relevant Radio, again.
Of what you might need just for photos and collection of that kind of information are relatively inexpensive.
WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
All you're doing on a day-to-day basis.
I think he's spot on there. I mean, yeah, Russell Wilson could have put all this to bed, but when the agent comes out and says, well, he doesn't want to be traded, but here are the 4 teams. I mean, it's everybody.
Here's WMVP, Chicago, ESPN.
Analogy, if you're married, you know, can you imagine? You know, I'm totally happy in my...
Z tego co kojarzę, to pod koniec tygodnia coś tam już było przyjęte. Czy to oznacza, że...
1030 WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois.
Nie, one płyną bardzo szerokim nurtem.
End of the world, end of the world, end of the world. This is it. Variance. No more, don't worry about...
1050 WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
What the hell, you know? But I'll tell you about talking to you and stuff.
Just picking up a hint of WHFB. Oh, must be this way. Benton Harbor, Michigan, 100 miles away. Got music there.
Was not one of the members of the team that was mentioned.
1070 WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin.
Carroll and John Schneider.
Oh, of course, got to mention those guys. Keep it up.
Offensive coordinator.
Yeah, the 9 kilohertz might be kind of wide actually there. It kind of, signal kind of distorted there. Yeah, definitely wide. (1110) WMBI, Chicago, Illinois. I'm not sure if I said 1080. 1080 was WNWI, Oak Lawn, Illinois. Not sure if I mentioned it. I may have.
$85-80, depending on how many lines and phones you have. Don't know what it is, but $30.
1130 WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Unlimited text, 6 gigs of data. Now here,
who's now the national security advisor to Biden. That they did this.
WYLL, Hope for Your Life, Christian Radio, Chicago.
People to that step because it's a step for them to think, oh, it wasn't really about just embarrassing us.
So we can pick up the squirrel. Okay, the squirrel makes an appearance. The squirrel is in your neighborhood. BSQR, Sycamore, Illinois. Radio is performing pretty well. Again, the first time doing a band scan during the day with this radio. You guys are seeing it first for me too. So yeah, WRTO Chicago, Illinois, 1200.
Órale, pues ahí está, 11 de la mañana, 24 minutos. Toma una pausa.
WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois. So these semi-local stations, you can hear there's a bit of a noise floor, but if you bring a loop in, it should eliminate that. Let's do that.
Para escuchar más fuerte y claro, tienes la aplicación Euforia. La aplicación Euforia. Escucha los mejores partidos y el mejor análisis deportivo. ¡Qué manera de pegarle!
So that works really well during the day.
Boy, oh boy. What about regulations and things like that? Does the state look over your shoulder?
Yeah, every other year, the state and federal.
1230 WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin.
Make sure it's cleanliness, make sure our clean products are. Recall plan is basically
So it might be picking up 1240. So let's go ahead and show you the sync.
For some reason, we are able to.
See how this works.
At all times. And there's a stamp on the bottom of my jar with the Q number to know where that jar is. We keep all those. Well, you probably have an office staff that keeps that. Is that right? That's my brother, the engineer. Okay. I'm the fireman, laborer.
So I assume during the day, the sync may work better than in the evening. Evening with the fading signals, it makes it a bit of a challenge for this synchronous detector to hang on, I've noticed. But yeah, during the day it seems to be working. So we just press this again, turn this off.
Farmers market. But now it's pretty much just a little bit online.
That helps when you have a offending station next to it. 1240 WSBC, Chicago, Illinois. This radio has decent selectivity. This is WSSP, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
In this game, especially the pitching game, which is so mechanical.
I just hear a hint of some music. WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles away.
Off the family, guys. We got the Italian beef, the BLT pork.
WBIG, Aurora, Illinois.
All kinds of fun things to do. And this is a full-on...
Turn the sync on. There's usually music on 1290. Hard station to pick up, but it was 1300s bleeding through, so sync helps. 1300 WRDZ, LaGrange, Illinois.
That could be an abrupt awakening for Americans who've grown accustomed to financial...
1310 WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin.
Congress moved to swiftly create a stronger safety net at the start of the pandemic. Players will Andre Iguodala stayed without Warrior team, not making nearly what his market value.
1330 WNTA, Rockford, Illinois. Sync should not help here because it's two channels on the same frequency. Let's see.
You're gonna get all these veteran guys who are like this. And they got 100.
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
The NFL's no fun with it. Right. Same thing in the NBA.
14861. Well, the NIU women will continue their basketball season. They'll do that on Wednesday.
1360 WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois.
That's going to be a 3 o'clock tip-off when they do battle with Central Michigan.
Some music on WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois. 1390 WGRB, Chicago, Illinois, with gospel music. It's good classic music on WRJN, Racine, Wisconsin.
Usually you'll have a good opportunity to pick them up one of these weeks after a bit. And if you ever have questions as to whether or not
it's shopping radio time.
You're welcome to call.
Want to buy a radio off the radio? WRMN, Elgin, Illinois.
As it usually stands, of course, I talk over our 30-minute mark here, so I'm just going to quickly run over the rest of our top.
Ethnic music there is WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois.
More than 17 million Americans watched Prince Harry and wife
WROK, Rockford, Illinois.
Winfrey on CBS last night. According to some industry reports,
Meghan, who is biracial, said there were concerns in the family when she was pregnant about her baby's skin color.
There are several conversations. A conversation with you, with Harry.
Okay, we got Iron Country, 1490s, WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. Just barely picking up some heavy metal there on WPJX, Zion, Illinois. Could play with the bandwidth again. It's kind of tedious. I wish it would just cycle with this button, but you have to hit that and then tune it with this. And I gotta hit it again, and then volume.
And if we removed it entirely, you would have a jammed up court and a boring game, and you wouldn't have people.
WCKG, Elmhurst, Illinois.
We're not.
Picking up WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin.
꼬남을 타서 내 뒤에서 떨어진 약한 자들을 찾느니라 그랬습니다. 그러니까 이
WCGO, Evanston, Illinois.
이스라엘 최강의 지파를 노린 게 아니라
Traffic Advisory Radio, Lake County, Illinois. High noise floor here towards the top of the band. WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin.
Contracts where they don't have a lot of movement. They don't have the ability to make moves. So you're going to either have to get somebody in free agency and overpay.
The Zone, WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin. Again, if you're going to go during the day and you have this issue with the high noise floor, just use a passive loop and enjoy the broadcast. It's great during the day because it'll stay stable.
and death.
The campaign is designed to reach those in areas that are hardest hit by the virus. 21%
WBON, Chicago. That's our last station. Neat thing about this radio, when you turn it off, it has like a soft off. Check it out.
Organization scored a significant victory this week when the owner of the historic Mercy Hospital.
Yeah, it fades out. It's really nice. I really like that. So there it is, the Tecsun PL-330 during the daytime on medium wave. Overall, pretty impressed with it. It does quite a bit for the money. I mean, it really does. Wish it had a stand. That'd be nice. You know, a kick-out stand. I mean, my Radio Wow over here has a kick-out stand. Now, just so you know, the Radio Wow is a great little radio also. You can pick up on sale for like $42. If you don't need single sideband, you can give this one a go. I actually find the performance of medium wave slightly better on here, but does not have the AM sync. When the AM sync's working, it works really well on this radio. So, but if you're looking for something a little bit more budget friendly, the Radio Owl might be the one to get. But if you got to have single sideband on shortwave, you get this radio. You don't even think about this. But they use the same batteries. The cool thing about Radio Owl is it has a kick-out stand. I don't know why they didn't do it with the Tecsun, but yeah. But awesome little radio. I have links below. Check them out. If you want to support the channel, check out eBay. I think the Hong Kong dealer is An & Co. They're awesome. eBay protects you and all that, so you don't have to worry about anything bad happening. And you'll get your radio real quick. They seem to send, I got mine about, I think, 10 or 11 days. So yeah, pretty happy with it. Definitely worth every penny. Definitely, I'm excited to have this. I like its form factor. This is a good deal too if you can find them. Still the XH Data D808s, but I do love this ETM Plus function. Again, my review video goes over that, so check that video out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a big like if you did. 2, if you like Tecsun radios, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, get notified of future reviews of the new stuff, comparisons, band scans like this. And 3, comment below what you think about the PL-330. Is it in your price range? Is it something you're going to think about picking up? Let me know. It has little nuances, but overall, the good far outweighs the bad on this radio for sure. I love it. Every bit of this radio is awesome. I love it. It's a great radio. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.